Hello there. Yes, it's Tuesday. It's 8 o'clock, and that, of course, means the Planet Cruise TV show. Now, it's going to be a busy show tonight. We've got at least 7 cruises, because we've got a few surprises. Well, we've got a special guest, Alicia from MSC, and Justin, of course, is with us right now. Justin,
as always,
hello,
it's Tuesday night. Where else would I want to be?
Exactly, on the sofa with me, so to speak.
I'll stay on the sofa. You stay in the chair. Anyway,
yeah, sorry, yeah.
I got me 3 cushions.
It's going well, isn't it? Right, so we do love being with you on a Tuesday. And Justin, we've got a really busy show tonight.
We've got, like, as you said, 7 cruises. We've got the launch of Luxury Month. I'll tell you more about that in a second. We've also got a fantastic cruise later on, which is not only a river cruise. Not only do you get your drinks included as well with dinner, but you also get no charge for supplements on your flights around the UK, and we'll take you through all the details a little bit later on.
We've got a last-minute deal from Celebrity under £700.
Yes,
wow.
And we've got a celebrity cruise featuring Catherine Jenkins and Alfie Boe, and wait for it, if you're a fan of the Osmonds.
Oh, yes.
Oh, forget long-haired lover from Liverpool, forget puppy love, we're going to be going crazy horses. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, seriously. A cruise featuring the Osmonds.
But, by the way, half of the crew here, all the 20-year-olds, have just gone,
who?
What are they on about?
I know.
What? The Osmonds?
But we know that we love them.
Exactly. Yeah, so Luxury Month. This is our Luxury Month, and we've got some fantastic deals coming up tonight. And indeed, if you call up about any luxury cruise line or any river cruise line, we've got selected cruises that come with £100 cash back on them.
Right.
So definitely, if you're looking for a luxury line or a river cruise line, on top of that as well, we've got a fantastic competition where you can win a river cruise with Uniworld.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you go on our website, the Planet Cruise website, you will find out straight away. You'll see all the deals from tonight's show.
And a picture of you and Glenn with the cushions.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Justin. I just know you're not there, are you?
It's all right. It's you know, I'm far too dynamic and cool to be on the website.
But this is how you can potentially win a cruise, isn't it? A river cruise.
Yes, yes. So go to planetcruise.com/en and you can register and win a 7-night cruise. Terms and conditions apply. Okay.
Now, if you are new to the show, we've been running that over 10 years. We always bring you the best live deals on the night. We have exclusive offers. We have massive savings. And the phone line's open until 10:30 tonight.
Yeah, and by the way, if this is your first time tuning in, this is like it all the time. It's crazy, it's fast-paced. Anything can and usually will happen.
Honestly, you've got to do a cruise if you've never done one. Seriously, they are amazing. But we're going to start off with Cruise and Maritime. 6 nights for under £450.
Yeah, it works out £75 per night per person, and we are talking, as you said, the fjords featuring one of the most highly desirable ports of Flom, which is the railway. You've got to go on the railway. If you're going to go to Norway, if you're going to go to the fjords, you've got to do that.
I agree. For me, that is the best port.
Definitely.
And not all cruises around the fjords actually feature that. This one does. We've got a great single special as well at £655. But should we have a little look?
Yeah,
and
go on,
take you on board. Is that Glenn on this one? It's our Glenn. Here he is.
The CMV Columbus is the newest and biggest of the CMV cruise lines. As an adult-only cruise ship, the Columbus offers a more mature and sophisticated onboard experience. The British-based ship prides itself on spacious and comfortable surroundings.
The adult-only CMV Columbus is very spacious and holds up to 1,400 guests with 775 cabins. The majority are ocean views. All cabins feature private ensuite as well as shower, ample hanging and storage space, flat-screen televisions, hairdryers, fridge and that all-important safe.
Now, if you like a taste of home, you can get exactly that here at the Waterfront Restaurant. You can opt for a full English breakfast, savour a leisurely lunch and enjoy a delightful 5-course dinner. Now, if you don't fancy a 5-course dinner, then you can also opt to dine at the fusion or grill speciality restaurants or sample the delights of the sumptuous dinner at the chef's table, one I would definitely recommend.
Now don't worry about all this talk of tea, alcohol and food. There is a fully equipped gym that can help work off those extra pounds. Or, if you feel like being pampered, you can also book yourself in for a range of beauty treatments, or even relax with a blissful massage to take your cares away.
Now, why not check out Columbus's fascinating guest speakers?
You can learn more about fascinating subjects from someone who is passionate about their interest and will want to share their knowledge and enthusiasm with you. C&V Columbus is the perfect place for you to be entertained, as it has 6 entertainment venues. From a nightclub to a 2-tiered Palladium show lounge, there are plenty of ways to enjoy a lively and entertaining evening on board this magnificent ship. There are speciality acts and guest entertainers that complement the on-board show team, which will guarantee you evenings to go with a swing. If you're feeling in the swing of things, the 2-decked tiered Palladium show lounge even features a retractable stage, creating ample space for those glamorous ballroom dancing, so get those toes moving.
There you go.
You don't want to know what he was saying about Glenn there.
He was doing a little bit of Tommy Cooper there. He was in the theatre. He was in the theatre.
Just a £50 deposit for this one as well. Amazing value.
Yeah, and again, for those of you who are not familiar with Cruise and Maritime or C&V, it's a case that they take vintage cruise ships and they refurbish them to modern high standards. So you've got a lot smaller ships. In fact, this is only 63,000 tonnes. 63,000 tonnes, so only about 1,400 passengers.
So a bit more intimate then.
Yeah, and again, for those of you, if you've never cruised before, this would be a great first-time cruiser.
And the fjords, honestly, I've cruised on them twice. They are amazing.
Talking of which, should we go sailing?
I think we should.
Should we go sailing? Because we are starting somewhere slightly different, which is Tilbury, which is great for those of you that don't like flying, because if you can't fly, if you don't like to fly, sailing out of the UK is always beautiful. Straight away, you're actually into a day of sailing, and it's a combination of Hardanger Fjord and Ed Fjord. And as you can see, it's absolutely stunning. Can I just point out that you do want to make sure that you take your sunscreen, because a lot of people go, oh, it's going to be cold. Yeah, no, but I tell you, it's going to be sunny. It's absolutely beautiful.
And we should say that the date on this 22nd of July, that's when you're going to get such long daylight hours, aren't you?
Oh, definitely, definitely. Not quite, well, yeah, I think you need to go a little bit further north of the land of the midnight sun, but certainly you're going to get in all the waterfalls. Yeah. And bear in mind, all of these small little outcrops, for those of you that don't know the region, this is effectively shut in winter and it only opens for summer. So everybody moves inland, goes to places like Bergen, and then in the summer, all of that ice is melting, and that's what creates those beautiful waterfalls. Anyway, the feature of the cruise, and if you're ever going to go to Norway, this is the one that you've got to go for. It's either Flom or Flam, whichever way you come at it from. It is the railway port, because out of any railway, I mean, there's a 12-mile route here that is, it's about 50 minutes. You'll climb 3,000 feet through 20 mountain tunnels. You're going to see the waterfalls. You're going to see the fjords from a completely different perspective. But I really do have to emphasise this. When you book this cruise, please ask about the tour that's available in here. And please don't think it's just a case that we're trying to upsell. I want you to avoid disappointment, because this will book out. And it's not one of those ones that you can get off the ship and just turn up and go, because it'll be booked out as well. So just a word of warning. Justin's trying to look after you. We're off to Bergen, one of my favourite ports worldwide. One of the main reasons is because we talk about cosmopolitan. One of my best multicultural experiences was going into a restaurant, and every person that came in, whatever language they were speaking, they gave a menu in that language and spoke to them in that language. So remarkable. Beautiful, colourful buildings along the actual quayside. There's a lovely weekly fish market if you hit it on the right day. And if you see the lights going up into the mountains there's a lovely vernacular railway which you can go up into the mountains and have a little bit of walk around. Of course, this is Edvard Grieg country. So if you love your classical music and you love the sort of trolls and magical shenanigans that are going on there, then that's what we're talking about. And
the views are spectacular from up there.
It is good. They are. It's good. That's your last port of call. You've got a relaxing day at sea to enjoy the ship. And, of course, for those of you, do you recognise that ship? Do you recognise that ship? In fact, passengers, cruisers, viewers alike, that's the very first ship that Justin set sail on. Wow. I was going to say step foot on, because that's the old P&O Arcadia, which then went to Ocean Village and now has actually come to Cruise and Maritime.
And a really popular ship.
I was just going to say popular ship, because of the layout, but do you recognise that? Wow. You recognise the outside, but you're like, the interior looks so new. They refurbished these ships to such a high standard that you'd be blown away when you step on board.
Well, that's actually one of the lowest prices we've ever seen for the fjords, starting at just $445. Multi-generational cruise, so children's fares, they start from just £99. We often get asked about single prices. We've got a great single special on this one, starting at £655. You're going to be on board for 6 nights. It works out under £75 per person per night. But I would definitely upgrade to an outside if you can, because you can do that from under £21 per person per night there. And don't forget, Fjordland's open live right now, or of course you can check everything out on our website, planetcruise.com. I thought it was a lovely first cruise, didn't you?
Lovely first cruise, great price, great destinations as well. And of course, cruise and maritime, it's a beautiful itinerary as well.
Now,
is that an extra Brucey bonus?
I think it could be.
It could be, because we've actually got a last-minute deal that we're just going to put in. Cruise and maritime, but this time they're going to Mexico. And with this, 12 nights, you're going through the Panama Canal.
And we should say it has just been reduced today, which is why we're featuring it. I didn't even realise that Cruise and Maritime did this itinerary.
It's a bit of an unusual one, and I'm glad that you pointed that out, because Mexico, it's a very rare destination for Cruise and Maritime. So if you want to get more information on that, call us right now.
Yeah. But that has just come down in price. That is amazing to actually have the Trans-Panama experience from Cozumel on board the Magellan there. So just come down today. So if you'd like to book that one, then do give us a call tonight. But we mentioned we have got a special guest back on the sofa. Alicia is back with us from MSC. She's had a terrible journey down, so...
Really bad.
I'm just terrible journey out, isn't it? So I'm so glad that you finally got to join us and to be here.
I'm glad I am here, glad I'm here. Rushed to get here, but I am thrilled to be here tonight.
I'll tell you what, a lot of people have had a stressful day today, but there's nothing better than booking a cruise and then just, you know what I mean, thinking about your next cruise, your next holiday.
Something to look forward to.
Yes, and
Definitely.
You've got something, I mean, we have a lot of cruises every week on the show, but this itinerary of yours, we've never seen this one, Justin, have we?
Yeah, and this is something new for MSC as well. We've never had this before, and it's on one of our flagship, the largest ship in the fleet, MSC Meraviglia, so a brand new ship, brand new itinerary, and something really, really different.
I know, Justin, you're the biggest fan, aren't you? This ship looks amazing, doesn't it?
One of the things that really draws me is the technology, because you're using contactless technology in the wristbands. So what you can do is you can pay and you can book for a lot of the things on board the ship via the wristband. And for those of you who've got families and you're concerned about, well, where's the kids? You know, there's great kids facilities, but do we have to worry about when they're elsewhere? No, you can actually track where they are on board the ship, so you know, are they in the kids club or are they not? Are they coming back to the cabin? So it's great. And one of the things that I absolutely love, and I'm sure all the viewers at home is exactly the same, I love the fact that you've got the yacht club. The fact that there's an area that's designated for yacht club members only. Everybody loves a key card that takes you into an access all areas. So imagine if you've been lucky enough to go through an airport and you get, you know, the lounge experience. The yacht club gives you so much more, which we'll talk about in due course.
Anyway, it starts with a flight over to New York to start with. And we're actually there for 2 nights in a 4-star hotel. New York, fantastic place.
Where do we start? I mean, you're going to get the chance to sail in and sail out and see the Statue of Liberty there, but, you know, Central Park, you know, get a bike, have a ride around there, go and see the John Lennon tribute.
And actually, I'm just thinking Central Park in October, that'd be really
just turning. And again, you know, check out the Chrysler Building, check out the Empire State Building, go and see Ground Zero, Brooklyn Bridge, have a walk across there. It's fantastic. You know, just the experiences that you'll have. There's the Empire State as well. There's just so much to do. I mean, Chinatown, Greenwich Village, Fifth Avenue, the High Line as well, and Times Square. You know, there's so much to squeeze in. They said in New York minutes. I wish we had longer.
Well, say 2 nights in a wonderful hotel, but then you're transferred to port and you embark, of course, this stunning ship from MSC. Let's have a little look. So, Alicia, what are the main things that make the ship so amazing?
So the ship's been designed for all seasons, so it's perfect for Canada and New England sailing, where you can't guarantee that weather. We've got an amazing undercover pool with a retractable roof, as well as lots of entertainment indoors. So we've got 4D cinemas, a bowling alley, Formula One racing car simulator, flight simulators. We've got an undercover sports complex that you're just about to see in a second here, as well as fantastic children's clubs. We've got 5 age-appropriate clubs with partnerships with Kiko and also Lego, so you see a lot of Lego about here. and this is the sports complex which I mentioned. So a lot of entertainment in the day, basketball, football, which is great for sea days.
I mean, you could never, ever be bored on the ship, could you?
Never at all. And something that's really exciting, which I really love, is we've got Cirque du Soleil on board as well. So we show 2 different shows on Meraviglia. We perform, well, I don't perform, but the crew perform 6 days a week, 2 shows a night with 2 different shows.
Wow.
So really, really great.
You could pay a fortune to go to one of their shows, couldn't you?
Yeah.
If you're lucky to get the tickets.
Anyway, so let's talk about these wonderful ports. We're actually making our way over to Sydney, aren't we?
Yeah, there was Sydney, Nova Scotia.
Course,
just have to point this out. We've got Australia a little bit later on. But of course, yeah, you've got loads of history around here. One of the big things being not just the Big Fiddle, but Alexander Graham Bell as well. So there's a great historic site here with a 132-room estate, which was Alexander Graham Bell's. You've also got the Cape Breton Highland National Park, and you've got the Cabot Trail as well. So loads to see and do in Nova Scotia. Then we're off to Newfoundland and Corner Brook. Now, Corner Brook, it's a really charming city that you've got here. Second largest in Newfoundland, and of course right on the Humber River as well. Here, we've talked about Alexander Graham Bell. How about doing Captain Cook's Trail? So we're staying with the sort of maritime theme here, so you can go and have a look there. Or you can go to Old Man in the Mountain, which is the dramatic rock feature which basically overlooks the Humber River. And legend has it that the old man is watching over the pirates' buried treasure. Then we're off to...
It's a very good pirate impression there, just.
Well, no, I was just reading the description and it said pirate voice optional, and I thought, you know, I'll put it in. Anyway, we're off to Prince Edward Island now, and this is Charlottetown. And this is Canada's smallest province, but in terms of area and population, but it just is one of the most friendliest places that you're likely to have gone to. Very cosmopolitan in here, and at slightly smaller scale than some of the other ports. So one of those good days that you can just get off and stretch your legs and have a little bit of an explore. We're going to give you a little bit of a break now. We're going to have a relaxing day at sea that you can enjoy the fantastic facilities. Maybe go to the yacht club, if you're lucky enough to go to the yacht club, or just try out some of the fantastic cuisine on board. Then we're off to Quebec. Now, I mean, again, you've got an overnight on board, and this is Canada. I mean, this is like going to France, but not. A lot of the Americans absolutely love this part of Canada. The falls are fantastic. You've got Palais Royal, you've got the Chateau Frontenac as well. All of this just in one day. What I'd actually recommend doing is doing something on the first day that you get into port, enjoying just some of the nightlife, because it's so rare for you to get an overboard on night, especially in somewhere like Quebec. Go and see, I mean, look at the fantastic palace, it's just superb. You've got 2 relaxing days at sea, and then you're going to be heading back to New York, and as I said, leave the Empire State, not the Empire State Building, the Statue of Liberty. Leave the Statue of Liberty, don't worry about going across there, because when you're sailing in and out of New York, if you get up or stay up long enough, then you're going to be going past it, and in my opinion, that kills 2 birds with 1 stone.
And we're just looking at this absolutely amazing ship. I mean, God, she's incredible, isn't she?
Yeah, she
and she's the largest in your fleet.
She's the largest in our fleet, absolutely beautiful. We're a family-owned company, and the family really pay attention to the detail and the aft-tech of the ship. So in the atrium, we've got amazing Swarovski crystal staircases, which just look so impressive. Videos and photos don't do it justice when you step on board.
Food as well. I can't believe it. You know, the Teppanyaki restaurant, the Market Palace buffet, Italy, which is the Ristorante Italiano. You know, food is absolutely superb.
Well, just to remind you, you start off this amazing holiday with 2 nights in New York, of course. You also have that overnight on board in Quebec. If you do want to add on a Niagara Falls hotel stay and the Amtrak train journey, you can do that from just £400 per person. And you've got 10 nights on board this stunning ship from MSC with the world-famous Cirque du Soleil shows. I mean, they are going to be incredible. And return flights based on London as well. Price-wise, we've got, you know, bear in mind you are away nearly 2 weeks. We have got a lead price there starting at just $1,599. But I've got to say, the upgrades to outside balcony, fantastic on this one as well. And the ID number for this one is 173147.
I wonder where the Russells booked. You know the chap that stopped me and said, he said, are you that chap off a Planet
Oh,
Cruise?
yes,
Yeah, Russell.
yeah.
I don't know whether you're watching tonight, Russell, but that would be a perfect cruise for you and your wife to book.
I think it looks amazing. So, I would be so excited being on board that ship.
Oh, definitely.
I was on board the last week and it's fabulous. I just wish I was doing this itinerary.
So,
We're in the wrong job, aren't we?
We are. We don't get
We're in the
holiday.
studio, gallivanting off around the world.
Alicia, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
I know everyone's
Pleasure.
really busy. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
And I hope your journey back's better than you on here. Now, what's coming up next? P&O.
P&O Cruises, but it's not just P&O Cruises. It's to Amsterdam overnight and Hamburg, and you got not one but two of the original Osmonds on board.
Well, let's have a little look.
Hi, we're the Osmond brothers.
My name is Merrill.
And I'm Jay, and we're really excited about this coming cruise that we're going to be doing. Right now we're at the P&O headquarters here in Southampton. It's beautiful here,
Absolutely.
isn't it? Yeah.
Now the cruise starts September 1st through the 7th.
That's
so
right.
we expect to have a lot of you come and join us.
It's on the beautiful ship Azura. It's gorgeous, and you know we're going to be doing 3 shows, 3 performances.
And they'll all be different shows.
Yeah, but we're going to have a lot of fun. But we also are going to do an Osmond game show quiz. We're going to have a question and answer period, a photo session, a meet and greet, and Meryl's doing a funny game.
I get to do the karaoke.
Oh gosh.
So get ready to sing. It's going to be a good time.
But it's important to book exclusively through Planet Cruise because there'll be priority seating in our 3 concerts that we'll be doing, as well as an opportunity to come see us perform on land in Holland.
And if you've never been on a cruise, this is the cruise to be on. We're going to be rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
We're going to be signing pictures. We're going to be pushing you overboard.
Oh yeah, right. Don't listen to that. No, but we're all in the same boat. Okay.
We're all in the same boat. That wasn't funny. That wasn't funny.
We're gonna have a lot of fun.
I now just want to clarify because you probably noticed on the screen it says exclusive VIP fan club. What does that actually mean then, Justin?
So you get VIP seating for the evening concert. There's a matinee concert which you get VIP seating for as well. There's a Q&A session with both of them. There's a game show with Jay. There's a photo opportunity with both of them. And wait for it, there's even a karaoke special with Meryl.
Seriously?
Yeah.
So hang on, so if karaoke, then presumably you might be able to get to sing some of the Osmond songs. What's your favourite?
What's my favourite? It has to be Crazy Horses. And what's yours? Are you Long-Haired Lover from Liverpool?
I liked Puppy Love. I'm a bit soft.
Puppy Love?
Yeah.
Or was it Love Me for a Reason? That was the
That was, yeah.
Yes.
They were, honestly, they were massive, weren't they?
Exactly. All of the camera guys here and girls, they're just well before their time. Well before their time. You haven't lived unless you listen to the Osmonds. Get on your app and download it and listen to it. No,
a lot of their songs have been covered by other artists.
Do you know what, actually, years ago in a former life, I did a show and there was some Osmond songs in there. I absolutely love them right now. I've been singing them all night. That's the trouble. That's the trouble. Yeah. But if you are an Osmonds fan, this is a really unique opportunity. And the itinerary, well, it's absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. You're starting off in Southampton, so no flying. You've got a day at sea to get used to the ship, and then you're straight into Hamburg. Now, yeah, keep your eyes out in Hamburg because there's quite a few dry docks that ships are sometimes refitted. So you might see, if you're a little bit of a ship fan for spotting ships, you know, there's train spotters, there's ship spotters, then you can do that. Also, Hamburg, apart from the town hall that you got there and the inland lake, of course, there's the Reaper Barn and there's the Beatles tour as well, which you can do. Better to do it at night, but still, if you're a big Beatles fan, then it's great to see and do. Talking of overnight, we're going to Amsterdam. And this is just, well, it's just going to be a great... In the daytime, you can do all the cultural stuff. You can go and see the Van Gogh Museum, Rembrandt Museum, go and see Anne Frank's house. And then in the evening, do what you do when you're doing Amsterdam. You know, just...
I've never been.
Tulips, cruises and stuff. No, it's great. To be fair, in the evening, I'm not one for... Big cities sometimes can be a little bit intimidating. This is a really friendly place. I ended up... The last time I had an overnight in Amsterdam, I ended up in a bar with the onboard pianist from the ship, and we were singing, like, Knees Up Mother Brown and all the old sort of London Cockney stuff on an upright piano in the middle of Amsterdam. I know.
Only you, Justin. Only you.
But again, you know, do what you want to do. And again, you've got overnight and then a relaxing day at sea because you're going to need it. Anyway, then we're off to Paris. I know. Oh, the place of love. Oh, the capital of love. You know, the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, the Arc de Triomphe. All of these things can be done in a day, but do book in advance. It's about a 2-hour coach ride from Le Havre itself. But well worth doing it. And you know, I'm going to make a confession, cruisers. I'm going to make a confession. I've been there, I've done that, I bought the T-shirt near enough everywhere in the world. Haven't been to Paris yet. So it's one that I want to tick off. But fantastic cruise, and for those of you that are Osmonds fans, an exclusive VIP opportunity. That is superb.
And then back to Southampton. Great little price for that as well. So just to remind you what's included on this one. You've got that exclusive VIP fan club for the concert and other on-board events. That, you know, having those VIP seats and things like that is going to make such a difference. You've got an overnight on board in Amsterdam. Great single special. We've got quite a few of these tonight. The single special starts at just £1,119. And if you don't live near Southampton and you don't want to have to travel down on the day, traffic can be bad nowadays, can't it? Wherever you're travelling, then I would suggest staying. It's a nightmare nowadays. So if you want to stay the night before in the Holiday Inn in Winchester, we can do that for only £95 per person. And that includes a great breakfast, parking for the week, and your port transfers as well.
I've got to say, I've just recently booked an airport parking, and for a week in the long stay, which is like a 10 miles away that you have to get a bus in there, it's like 53 quid.
Yeah, it would be,
So, you know, for me, having that, and you get your port transfers down to the port, back to the hotel, pick your car up, that's really good value.
And the ID number for that one is 171160. Now, we've got, just to mention about this month is Luxury Month with Planet Cruise.
Hang on, no, it's not luxury. Luxury. There is a difference. I don't know why it's got an
accent. It's my northern accent, isn't it? So, Luxury Corner, we've got an amazing deal right now with Oceania, but I'm right in saying there's a special discount for anyone that books certain luxury cruises?
On luxury cruises and on river cruises, on selected cruises, there's up to £100 cash back. All you have to mention is Luxury Month when you book. So if you're dialing the guys tonight, you know, call the number, discuss the luxury product or the river cruise product, and there can be up to £100 cash back on selected luxury and river cruises.
Well, this one is absolutely beautiful. It's called Samba to Salsa. I cruised with Oceania a couple of years ago, and the standard was amazing.
Yeah, oh, definitely. And, you know, with what you get, you know, whether you go for the free drinks, the onboard spend, or excursions, it is superb. It's what a lot of people in the industry aspire to.
Yeah. Well, we should say you've got free Wi-Fi, so that's all included, your free Wi-Fi, free gratuities. You choose from either free drinks, as Justin said, $600 onboard spend, or excursions. You'll also get $300 onboard spend per stateroom, and you've got a 2-night hotel stay in Rio de Janeiro there, and all your transfers and return UK flights. And Oceania, their specialty restaurants are included as well, aren't they?
Yes, yeah, which is a rarity within the cruise industry, and I think all of your buses as well, in ports as well.
They are, honestly, they are outstanding, so got a great deal there as well. But one of my favourite places to cruise is definitely the Caribbean.
Oh, the sound of the steel drums.
Yes.
Straight away, the sand beneath your feet.
I think you just chill and relax in the Caribbean, don't you? You know?
Well, rum punch.
Yeah.
That's all you want. I just think of Captain Jack Sparrow. Every time I think of the Caribbean, I just think of Captain Jack Sparrow. Just on a beach. It's very nice.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like Jack Sparrow at all. Right. There we go.
But what we've got for you, and we think this one will absolutely fly, it's an all-inclusive 7-night cruise with Marella. This is obviously formerly Thomson Cruises.
Yeah.
Then you've got a 7-night Barbados stay. So you get 2 weeks. Your flights are included, your tips are included. All your drinks on the cruise part are included.
What, rum punch included on the cruise?
I'm sure it would be.
Rum punch.
Have you had any of the before the show?
No, I wish I had.
But look at the price of this one. Let's have a look at Marella then. I mean, every time we feature Marella, particularly when they're all-inclusive, they fly, don't they?
Yeah, and again, just to reinforce, you know, it's a big campaign for the Marella, formerly Thomson Cruises. And I tell you, one of the really big things, apart from the friendly staff, is that they have now on board one of the biggest names in luxury spas at sea. We're talking Champneys at sea on Marella Cruises.
Wow.
But, you know, fantastic food. You know, again, you have got your standard restaurants, which you can go to each evening. You have got your supplementary restaurants that if you wish to go. Corallar is definitely worth going to. Pan-Asian food in there is great.
Lovely.
And when we say, you know, supplements apply, we're talking a lot less than you'd expect. You know, when you think about £100 a head for a decent meal and wine, you think about on board the prices, it's unbelievable. But great family atmosphere. Of course, it is for the whole family. You've got 10 restaurants, 10 bars to choose from. Champney Spa's now on board. You've got Corala as one of the restaurants, Pan-Asian. You've also got the Surf and Turf Steakhouse. Love a bit of surf and turf. And, of course, the Snack Shack as well. So if you fancy some great street food vibes, then you can do. And great entertainment, certainly for those of you that love your shows. Then they're known for their Broadway star shows. And
I know I always say it, but all-inclusive, those two important words, you know, to be away for that 7-night cruise, not worry about your drinks, not worry about your tips, fabulous food included, and all of that entertainment. I think, I'm not being funny, but if you were just away for the 7-night cruise, with flights and all-inclusive, that would be a great price. But then you've got a 7-night hotel stay in Barbados.
In Barbados, I know, 7 nights. And I tell you what, I've got a whole list of places that you have to see and do in Barbados. Just to point out, for those of you that are watching this evening from Wales, if you're going to be travelling up or flying from Cardiff, then the lead date is actually based on that. But other areas, other airports are available, but there's supplement
the lead date is actually from Cardiff, which is fab. But as you said, flights are also available from London, Birmingham and Manchester, just for supplement as well. So we're flying you over to Barbados. You're transferred to port. You embark the Marella Explorer, and your first day is at sea, so you can chill, check out the ship, start getting your tan.
Why did you look at me then? Anyway, we're off to Antigua, and Antigua, 365 days of the year, there's 365 beaches, and some of the best as well. Antigua's fantastic. You've got really good port facilities with good duty-free there, and as soon as you get off the ship, it's just steel drums. Literally, there's a little bandstand there, and you'll love it. Then you're off to St Martin. Now, St Martin, you've got a couple of different things that I don't usually talk about. Butterfly farm. There's a lovely butterfly farm there. Of course, you can imagine the climate. You've got some really stunning examples of butterflies. If you want to do something active, you can go out on a yacht for the day, and it's one of the America's Cup regatta yachts, and you can learn how to sail with the crew, or you can just stroll across. Effectively, that one little bit is half of the island. So half of it is Dutch, half of it is French.
And they are quite different, actually, aren't they, the two sides?
But I love this. It's really, really well done. It's got great facilities. You know, walking from the ship all the way around town, really good duty free. You know, just check up on your allowances before you go. So if you want your electronics, if you want your jewellery, your watches, really good destination for that. Then we're off to one of my favourite parts of the Caribbean. We're off to Tortola, and this, you know, this is proper pirate country. This is brilliant. You get in here, you can go off to the British Virgin Islands if you want to go to Virgin Gorda. Then that's going to be perfect. My top tip has got to be Pusser's Landing. So if you remember, back in the day, up until about 1971, the Royal Navy, everybody was allowed their daily tot, which is basically a 75% proof rum every day. You're allowed it. Yeah, I know. They're not allowed to do that anymore. But the original manufacturer of the rum is on this island, and Pusser's Landing, they do something called the painkiller cocktail. You're only allowed to be served 2, and that's it. That's all I need to say. Really good place to swim with dolphins. I know some people are for it and some people are not, but if you do want to go and swim with dolphins, I know it's a big thing that everybody wants to tick off the list. St Kitts is our next port of call. Again, just to go something different from the beach, you can do a nice scenic railway tour. You can go to Brimstone Hill Fortress. Of course, again, you know, the Caribbean was heavily fought over back in the day, and there's some great examples of historic forts here. Also Romney Manor, one of the oldest sugar plantations as well. But to be fair, as soon as you get off the ship, this port here, or this bit here, is called Port Zante, and this is where you get some really authentic Caribbean gifts. If you want a conch shell, or if you want a Hawaiian shirt, anything like that, then this is the place to go. I know you go to the Caribbean for an Hawaiian shirt, but you know what I'm talking about. Now we're going to something where I think I only ever went in there 2 or 3 times. It's a bit of a rarity. It's the Grenadines, and this is where you get a chance to go to St Vincent as well. And there's some fantastic bays here. First of all, you've got Le Sulfuri volcano, which is the island's northernmost and youngest volcano. You've got Fort Charlotte as well, and you've got Wallaboo Bay as well, where, you know, I said to you about Jack Sparrow and Pirates of the Caribbean. That's where it was filmed. So if you fancy going there and sort of, you know, sort of making a little bit of a film pilgrimage, then you can do. I'd have to be there. I'll be on the beach with a 3-pointed tricorn and tramping around, stamping on a dead man's chest, all of that malarkey. Anyway, then you're back to Barbados. Are you ready? This is Bridgetown. And I tell you what, Bridgetown, they were spending a lot of money on Bridgetown as I was leaving the cruise lines. This is about 10 years ago. And it's just fantastic. I mean, you've got Sandy Lane, which is the exclusive part. You know, you've got to go to Sandy Lane one day. You will pay more for drinks and food there, but it's Sandy Bay. It's the destination. If you just step outside of Bridgetown, there's a great place. You've got Christchurch, the district of Christchurch, where in the evening you've got places like Harbour Lights, which is featured on a lot of these reality TV shows. Now, 10 years ago, it was unheard of. You've got the Boatyard. You've got the Ship Inn, where a little known singer, what's her name, is it Rihanna? Yeah, the Umbrella Ella.
Yeah.
I believe she started in the Ship Inn in
Serious?
Barbados.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Serious. I'm a serious professional, Sean. Come on, you know, I'm talking about Rihanna.
Of course
I'm talking about, you know, one of my key loves in life, as in Barbados before Rihanna. But yeah, just Barbados, 7 nights as well. That is just a super. And then you're flying back to the UK. It's just a great opportunity to experience the Caribbean. And bear in mind, this ship now, you can see the Thompson logo there, now rebranded as Meraviglia. Not
Marella.
Marella. My apologies. Fantastic interiors, but this is one of the latest ships that they've brought in. Great facilities.
She looks amazing, doesn't she? And I think to get away for 2 weeks, and maybe you and your partner, you know, maybe you've never been on a cruise and like your partner says, "Oh, I want to do a land holiday." This is the best of both, isn't it?
Exactly.
Really
it's just whatever, just do it.
And only £125 per person deposit. So just to clarify, the cruise is all inclusive. That's a great selection of drinks. That's all of your tips as well.
Rum punch.
A 7-night hotel stay in Barbados. Now, return flights, they are based on Cardiff. That's for the lead date. But we have got regional flights available from London, Birmingham, Manchester, just for supplements, and a very low deposit tonight as well. Price now, the lead date is the 9th of December of this year.
Yeah, Christmas.
I'd love to get away just before Christmas.
That'd be superb.
Yeah.
I mean, bear in mind, some of them have sold out actually over Christmas. But Christmas in the Caribbean, I'm telling you now, if you're sick of the humdrum of the UK at Christmas, just don't buy anybody any presents and just disappear, because they'll forget. By the time you come back, they'll go like, "Where have you been?"
Honestly, I would love to do that. But if you can't, then what about going away maybe January, February, when things are all a bit grim? Anyway, I think that one is going to be very, very busy. So again,
Planet Cruise January sale in January. What are you talking about, grim?
Well, yeah, the beginning's all right when we do that, but once it gets to the end of January...
I'll get in.
And
a harbinger of doom and gloom.
January and February.
When's your next cruise?
June.
June. I thought it was a while off.
It's been a while.
You get a bit grouchy, you. Hey?
Anyway, I am a bit, aren't I?
Somebody booking a cruise. Anyway, should we do a little bit of a last-minute deal?
I think we should, but we're not to. And I tell you what, we feature celebrity a lot on the show. I cannot remember the last time we had a celebrity cruise under £700. It's a late deal. It's, you know, literally you've got a few weeks until you'll be on board the ship. Under £700.
Yeah, and
it gets even better, doesn't it?
I know that if Ruth is watching tonight, she'll be like, "But what about the modern luxury? What about all the great facilities?" Celebrity's just great. You've got to take our word on this. That's why Sean's cruised with them a lot. But this has got Catherine Jenkins and Alfie Boe on board. An opportunity for you to see them effectively in concert on board.
It's going to be amazing. Anyway, here's a little clip of film to tell you more.
For the very first time in Europe, Cruise Co. and Choose Your Cruise are proud and privileged to present Bravo, Cruise of Performing Arts, UK 2018. An all-encompassing musical holiday that has to be experienced to be believed on board the luxurious Celebrity Silhouette. Headlining the inaugural Bravo UK in 2018 is one of the world's most distinguished tenors, Alfie Boe. Also headlining is Welsh superstar mezzo-soprano Catherine Jenkins. There's Wyn Evans, Ruthie Henschel, Marusha, the leading soloist from Andre Rieu's famous orchestra, the Celtic Tenors, Julian Lloyd-Webber, and Teddy Tahu Rhodes. It's the most illustrious lineup of artists ever assembled on water. Also on board will be the National Symphony Orchestra, accompanying all headline performances in the Silhouette Theatre, joined by famed conductors Guy Noble and Anthony Inglis. In all, there'll be over 30 stellar acts. A fabulously exciting feature of the cruise, Bravo UK 2018 will allow you a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity of a private and personal tour of Spain's wondrous Guggenheim Museum, followed by a private reception in the Grand Atrium. Plus, the day before, experts from the Guggenheim will conduct enhancement lectures on board Silhouette to ensure you have a good understanding of the works you'll view. The Celebrity Silhouette sails from Southampton from the 19th to the 26th of May 2018. Ports of call include Cherbourg, France, Vigo and Bilbao, Spain. While on board, you'll experience 7 glorious nights of opulence, comfort and non-stop entertainment. You'll also enjoy world-class dining in a wide range of international restaurants, serving culinary delicacies for even the most discerning palates, and any number of brilliant bars. There'll be an open invitation to join the on-board passenger choir, led by maestro and creator of the Choir of Hard Knocks, Jonathan Welsh. It's a truly must-do experience for any avid singer and fellow music lover. Decide now to join us on board Celebrity Silhouette for the inaugural Bravo Cruise of Performing Arts UK 2018, a festival of musical culture at sea and a holiday experience like no other.
Right, we're going to be ultra quick, limited availability, last chance to get it. Under £700, tips included as well.
Tips included, yeah.
Let's give you a quick look at the ports as well.
Fantastic.
Fabulous.
Cherbourg, Bilbao and Vigo, classic ports, but for me it's all about, if you love the arts, if you love Catherine Jenkins, Alfie Boe and all the performers you saw there, book right now. And
for me, it's about getting a celebrity cruise at the most ridiculous price. We hardly ever get anything like this. So, yeah, Alfie Boe, Catherine Jenkins on board, meet and greet opportunities, chance to join the onboard passenger choir, and as we mentioned, you can stay in the Holiday Inn Winchester before the cruise, of course, as well. But you've got to really get on the phone lines quickly for that one. Yeah, because it's the 19th of May. It's amazing. Right, yes. Now, we've also got a fantastic deal with Viking River Cruises now. Yeah. Under £1,100, let's take you on board and just talk you through. Yeah, for one of the things that, you know, Viking River Cruises, again, they've gone about this in an incredible way because the ships are superb. Wi-Fi is included on board. Another thing that's really good is you get your excursions. There's a fantastic selection of excursions, and I do believe as well with this one, it is the destinations. Budapest is just superb, really, really superb. And you've never done a river cruise, have you? No, no. It's, I mean, again, you know, you're looking at just 95 staterooms on board. So, of course, don't forget, if you are looking for a little bit of a luxury month deal where you can get up to £100 cash back as well, then there are selected dates where you can get your £100 cash back. Just ask when you book. And Justin, we also get drinks and meals on this, don't we? Yes, yeah, your drinks for your meals are also included, but great quality. I mean, look at whether you're going for the suites or whether you're going for the staterooms or French balcony as well. I can't emphasise it enough. If you've not done a river cruise, you are literally reach out the window and the shoreline is there. You are seeing those fantastic vistas outside your window. And something else, just quickly before we forget, you've got flights from, yeah, exactly, important. Hey, London, Birmingham, Edinburgh, Glasgow, Manchester with no supplements. No supplements. Exactly. Exactly. So, it's all hand boost there, isn't it? Do you want to see? Do you want to see where we're going? First of all, heading over to Budapest, you're actually getting the first night on board the ship overnight, and the next day you've got a full day in Budapest. So you get a chance to see the National Opera House, the Parliament Building, the Chain Bridge, Hero Square. You get to see both sides of the river as well, and a panoramic tour of the Pest side of the city. So the opposite side, you've got Buda, which is one side, and Pest on the other. That is all included. Then we're off to Vienna, and again, you're getting a chance to tour the Austrian capital. Going along the Ringstrasse, you're getting to see the Opera House, St Stephen's Cathedral, the Hofburg Palace. There are optional tours as well, so if you did want to go to see the Schönbrunn Palace, which is definitely worth, definitely worth going to see. They call it the Versailles of Vienna, so definitely worth to do that one. Then you've got Krems, and with this,
you get a chance to visit an abbey church, which is a beautiful Baroque example of some of the architecture of the local region. Or you can go on a cycling tour, which is something a little bit different, a little bit active. Also, you've got the option to do a wine tour on that day as well. So you're going through the Wachau Valley, which is not only a UNESCO World Heritage Site, but you've got some great Austrian wines as well. Then we're off to Passau. You've got a guided walking tour in the morning, so you can go along the beautiful streets there, see the new bishop's residence. You can see St Stephen's Cathedral. There's actually, whilst you're in the cathedral, you get a chance to listen to an organ recital.
Oh, very nice.
As well, exactly. 17,000 pipe organ. So plenty to see and do there. There is an optional tour to Salzburg. So see and do what you want. Then we've got Regensburg. Now, this is a beautiful medieval city, and you get a walking tour in the morning, lunch served on board at lunchtime, and in the afternoon, you're going to get a chance to cruise along the Danube. Then we're off to Nuremberg. Plenty of history here, so if you do want to go and see some of the sites, then you can do. There is plenty included, so you can get to see the Zeppelin fields, some of the parade grounds, also the Palace of Justice, which was, of course, the site of the Nuremberg trial. So lots to see and do there. That's all included, and back to Budapest, and then you're going to be disembarking your ship.
And bear in mind, when you look at the price on the screen, you've got free Wi-Fi. As just mentioned, excursions in every port, complimentary wine, beer and soft drinks with your meals on board. Flights London, Birmingham, Edinburgh, Glasgow and Manchester, no extra supplement. If you're not near any of those airports, we have got other regional flights from just £49 per person. Price-wise, amazing value on this one, but obviously limited availability due to the number of staterooms. But all of those dates from April to December, that's 2019, we should say, as well. The ID number for this one, by the way, is 168761. But we've got one final cruise, and it's a biggie on board the most beautiful ship, the Majestic Princess, with Princess Cruises. And, well, let's take a look.
Because this is a great opportunity to see a ship that's been designed for this particular market. But one of the great things that I love is that you're actually getting a chance to spend time in Sydney before embarking the ship.
Well, let's have a little look at Sydney.
Have you been to Sydney?
I have, yeah.
One of the cleanest cities that I've ever been to. And straight away, when you actually embark the ship, most of the ships will actually dock right next to the Dusty Hangar, or the Rusty Hangar, you know what I mean? The Sydney Harbour Bridge. And, of course, what's opposite the Sydney Harbour Bridge?
The Sydney
Opera House. You've got the casino, and you've got all the whole bay where you can get a water taxi round. You've got the Sky Tower that you can go to, Sydney Zoo. You can go to the Rocks, where they dropped off all the convicts, and now it's one of the trendiest parts of the city. Or is that a didgeridoo? Or is it a didgeridoo? I'm not too sure.
But honestly, it is the most amazing place. It really is.
Very friendly people, isn't it?
Yeah,
very
definitely.
friendly people, especially him. I mean, he doesn't look too bothered now, but you give him a eucalyptus leaf, and it's like catnip. Anyway, yeah, it's just one of those places. I actually remember the last time I was in Sydney. It was 2005, and it was the 24th of February, because I literally touched down on my birthday. There you go. Huh? That's memory to go back. I do need to go back. In fact, no, that wasn't the last time. The last time I was in Sydney, the last time I was in Australia was last year. That was Melbourne. Anyway,
so you've got say a couple of nights there.
Did you get out to the
nights,
Blue? Did you get out to the Blue Mountains?
I did.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Definitely. And I liked it was a bit cooler as well.
Yeah.
So 3 nights in a 4-star hotel, but then you have got a 12-night cruise on board this stunning Majestic Princess. She was only launched in 2017, so she really is absolutely beautiful. The latest ship in the fleet, and she's the latest, isn't she?
Yeah. She's got some really fantastic facilities on board. Apart from the pool there, you've got the International Cafe, you've got the French Bistro as well. Also, you've got things like Movies Under the Star, fantastic shops on board, and it's very much tailored to the market that it will be sailing there. So it is fantastic for food. If you love your American food, then the grill is definitely one to go for. Also, you've got features, ballroom dancing and Tai Chi as well. So if you do want to take part in some of that, then you can do. This is also another one of the princess ships where they have the Skywalk. So you've got this fantastic, sorry, not Skywalk, that's Skywalkers, which is the nightclub. The Sea Walk, which is around the outside. So it's glass floor, and you can walk around the edge of it if you dare.
Now, you're actually going to be cruising around New Zealand, and you're going to have the most spectacular time. So, over from Sydney...
Sounds like Jamiroquai's just started up. Didurama. Anyway, we're off to Auckland.
We certainly are.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Sky Tower there, you've got some fantastic wineries in this particular area. You've also got a grotto, which is called the Glowworm Grotto. So if you want to go and do something different, then there's the Glowworm Grotto, which is an underground cave of historical and geological significance. So it's like Wookey Hole, but warmer. So, no, I'll be right up for that. Then we're off to Tauranga. Now, Tauranga, New Zealand's natural bounty, is absolutely stunning, completely different here. It's not far from the Bay of Plenty. It's where James Cook landed in 1769 as well, so plenty of history there. And you've got Mount Maranga. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. I think you have to put a slight Australian twang on that. You know, Maranga.
That sounds better.
Yeah, or New Zealand twang, just to make sure I'm politically correct. Anyway, relaxing day at sea, then we're off to Wellington. Now, this is the Windy City. If you love Lord of the Rings, you'll love this place because, of course, there's a tour here where you can go out and see where they filmed it.
I did that, and it really was good.
Is it good?
Yeah, really good.
Of course, this is the Windy City because this is wonderful windy Wellington, frequently buffeted by the winds on the Cook Strait here. So, again, lots of history. Then we're going to Akaroa in, again, New Zealand. Transalpine Express is one of the things I'd recommend here. Great scenic railway, which goes through, again, we were talking about the fjords earlier on and Flom. This is 19 tunnels across 4 bridges. There's also the International Antarctic Centre as well, and great for whale spotting and dolphin spotting around this neck of the woods, as they say. Then we're off to Dunedin. And I was going to say you have to put a little bit of an accent on. It's more of a Scottish accent you have to put on for Dunedin, because they've even got their own tartan here. You don't believe it, do you?
No, I've been there. You've
been there, and it's all.
You're the Scottish tour guide.
That was Do they serve haggis? I love haggis.
I didn't have any.
You don't have haggis. Anyway, if you love Robbie Burns, there's a statue of Robbie Burns in place there. So, and there's often many a man in a kilt with a bagpipe. So go see him do that. Then the next day is your Fjordland National Park, which is the scenic part of your cruising, which is absolutely stunning. If you've heard of the regions of Milford Sound and Dusky and Doubtful Sound, then you'll love this, because just imagine being Captain Cook sailing into here and going, what have we found here, boys? This is beautiful, absolutely stunning. Let's go jet skiing. Anyway, you've got 2 relaxing days at sea and then back to Sydney. I'm going to be honest with you, we haven't done it justice because we haven't got the time tonight, but that 18-night cruise on a brand new ship from Princess...
Amazing.
With a hotel stay in Sydney included, that is phenomenal.
When you think just the value of the flights as well.
Yeah. Actually, good point.
And brand new ship, so only about just over a year old. Now, in terms of what's included... 3 nights in Sydney and that 4-star hotel, 12 nights on board Princess Cruises' newest ship. And I was looking at her early on the internet, and she is outstanding. And all return flights based on London as well. Now, the lead date is the 20th of January 2019, but we have got some other dates available as well. So we've got November of this year, 20th of January of 19, and 1st of February 19 as well. And I did notice that the difference between the inside and the balcony is actually really small. If you look there, just a few £100. So really, especially going to get some amazing views. If you can upgrade to the balcony, then I would definitely do that. And the ID number for this one, by the way, is 158043. Right. Can we recap the 7 deals?
Yes, we can.
In what? 2 minutes? We'll try.
How long have we got?
About 2.5 minutes. Oh, 3.5 minutes. Easy. Loads of time.
Ease into it. You do the first one.
Oh, here we go. So we started off with a cruise Maritime on board the Columbus. What an amazing chance to see the fjords. 6 nights on board. July is a great day, so it's going to be warmer. You're going to get the long sunlight hours, and a great single special 655 on that one as well. So if you want to book, it works out under £75 per person per night. And that's, say, with Cruise Maritime on board the Columbus. Then your turn, Justin.
We're off to MSC, and this is the Meraviglia, and this is superb. New York, and Canada. Remember to ask about the Yacht Club when you book, because there's some fantastic opportunities to get there. Cirque du Soleil shows, and there's also an opportunity to stay in Niagara Falls and get a chance to travel on the Amtrak as well. ID number on that was 173147.
Then, yeah, you'll be seeing the Osmonds with P&O on board the Azura. Remember, you get the VIP tickets.
Yeah, so VIP seating for the evening concert, matinee show, Q&A session with the two of them, Jay's game show, a photo opportunity with Jay and Meryl, and a karaoke special with Meryl as well.
And when you see there, all of that for under £700. Great single special as well, starting at 1119 there. Then it was Marella, wasn't it?
Yeah, we're off to the Caribbean, and it's not only a great Caribbean cruise, but a 7-night Barbados stay as well, featuring some of the best ports and 7 nights in Barbados. This is just unbelievable. ID number 161948.
And then the best value celebrity cruise I think we've had in many, many years, under £700, tips included. You're going to get to see Captain Jenkins, Alfie Bow, and many more on board. And honestly, if I was retired and I could go on a cruise last minute, I would do that, because it's the 19th of May.
Semi-retired now.
I'm not semi-retired.
I'm doing half of it. Anyway, get on with it.
So 699 and say Captain Jenkins, Alfie Bow, the National Symphony Orchestra. It's going to be spectacular, but you've got to book that tonight because it will go.
Then we've got a river cruise for you, and another last-minute deal, which is with Viking. This is a fantastic opportunity to travel up the Danube and, of course, visit Budapest as well. Tours are included, free Wi-Fi as well, and with only 95 staterooms on board, it's going to be a very intimate cruise. ID number 168761.
And then finally, we just finished with Princess Cruises on board their newest, their most spectacular ship, the Majestic Princess. This is a trip of a lifetime. I cruised last year from Sydney over to New Zealand, and it was spectacular. I'd recommend it to everybody. You only live once, and if you can afford to do this one, I would book it tonight. Amazing value on board the newest ship, the Majestic Princess, there as well. And don't forget, you can check out everything on the Planet Cruise website. That Uniword competition is there. Your chance to win a 7-night cruise.
Yeah.
Justin, thank you so much. Are you with us next week?
I can't remember.
Oh, well, if not, then Glenn
we'll see you soon.
Can I just say, happy birthday to Alwyn. Your birthday on the 5th of May.
Hiya, thanks for watching the video. Now don't forget to like, comment and subscribe below. Remember to click that bell to get all notifications. And if you're looking for more fantastic travel video content, like this click on the videos to the right hand side. It'll be really informative. Or click on the Planet logo to the left to go to our website for some fantastic deals. Keep cruising.